Charlie Hooker. That was like amazing, and I was young as a bass player when I first got to play with him, and it was so, I mean, I didn't know what to do. I got the gig at the last second, and I was unprepared.
Where was the show?
It was at the Limelight. It was the first of the Legends of Rock and Roll series.
Okay.
And I was playing in all these, punk, goth, so they called me for the gig. And I was like, Charlie Hooker, oh my God, I really have to listen to all these records, but I didn't have time. And I showed up and I said, I had a blue bass then, and my hair was a little wild, and he said, that's the bass player? And I went, Mr. Hooker, I don't. And he sat down, he said, I ain't never gonna do no 12 bars. And he sat down, he starts tapping his foot, and you're like, and then he does a 12 bar, and I said, I think he goes, I did, and he goes, that just shows you don't know what I'm gonna be doing. But halfway during the show, like his guitar player kept coming over and telling me to play quarter notes, and it didn't, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. And then I just said, you know what, I'm never gonna have this gig again, so I'm just gonna play what I feel. Mm-hmm. So I started to do that, and all of a sudden he turned around and he just started smiling, and the guitar player comes over, he says, Courtney, he goes, just leave her alone. And then he called me afterwards, and he just started like, I mean, I did a bunch of gigs with him. I couldn't tour because you had to share a room, and there was no, this is another issue with being a woman bass player. You either have to take half pay or you get your own room. I mean, what are you gonna do? So it just was awkward. But I did a bunch of New England gigs and festivals, and he'd just call me, until I was really pregnant the last time I played with him. But that was amazing, and I really learned about how to just listen, and no ego. You erase yourself, and it's just about, just playing what is appropriate and stopping at the line of, it's almost like you want to feel the bass but not hear it, really.
You can catch additional episodes and much more by visiting us on the web at knowyourbassplayer.com. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you next time here on Know Your Bass Player.